Hello, my name is Rosemary Rose, and thank you so much for joining me today. For our body scan today, we will be focusing on the breath. So to begin, I'd like you to get somewhere comfortable. That might mean lying down for you. It also might mean closing your eyes. And we're going to begin by focusing on our breath. Just let yourself breathe naturally and organically, and simply notice how it feels to breathe your next few breaths in your own time. I'd like you to turn your attention now to your nose, if you are breathing in through your nose, and to your mouth, if you are breathing in through your mouth. And just do whichever is more comfortable for you right now. I'll be using my nose. I'm just going to put my attention on the tip of my nose and just notice how the breath feels to come in through my nostrils. If you are breathing through your mouth, pay attention to where it is you first feel the breath. Do you feel it on your lips, or maybe your tongue? Just let your awareness be there and give up any notion of there being a right or wrong way to breathe, and let go of anything your mind might be telling you about how your breath should be. Simply notice without judgment exactly how it is and how it feels for you right now. On your next breath in, still just letting the breath breathe itself naturally, easily, I'd like you to try to think about breathing in even further into that one spot, whether it's your nostrils or your lips. See if you can expand that feeling. And if you can't, that's just fine. Simply notice that. And now we're going to follow the breath a bit further in now. I'm turning my attention to how the breath feels deeper in my nose. For you, it might be deeper in your mouth. Feel the connection that is being made from the tip of your nostrils, where the breath is first coming in, to the point deeper in your nose and mouth. And let the feeling of the breath expand. And as you do this, you notice that your whole breathing in general is becoming more relaxed, requiring less effort from you. We now move further in and feel where the breath is within our throats. And take a couple breaths in your own time to just observe and notice the breath in your throat. And on your next inhale, I'd like you to imagine that sensation intensifying, and it somehow feels like you are breathing into the throat. And I'd now like you to connect in your mind the sensations from breathing in at the tip of the nose or mouth, how the breath comes further in to the back of your nose or mouth and is now extending into your throat. And as you extend your awareness, you notice you are becoming even more relaxed. It is becoming even more comfortable to breathe. And you now bring your attention down to the base of your throat, where your throat meets your sternum. Take a few breaths to notice what sensations might be here. You notice that you are carrying a little bit of tension, maybe in your neck, maybe in your shoulders, maybe in that area of your spine. You find the area that is tense, and you discover that you are able to breathe into it. And you breathe in ease into this part of the body. You breathe in ease, and when you breathe out, you exhale any tension that you are carrying in that area. And this feels very good. And you notice you are relaxing even more. And on your next breath, follow all the sensations from the tip of your nose or mouth through towards the back of your nose or mouth into the top of the throat, down through the bottom of the throat, and beginning into the top of the chest. As you let the breath breathe itself, you allow yourself to notice these sensations even more deeply. And you breathe in ease, and you exhale tension. We turn our attention now into the heart center in the middle of your chest. You notice that when you breathe, your breath reaches this spot, and you notice how good it feels to simply turn your attention to your heart center and feel the breath there. And you notice some tension in this area as well. This tension might be physical, with tense muscles or stiff joints, or this tension might be emotional, and you begin to loosen the stuckness that is in your heart center. This tension also might be spiritual and felt in a way that is unique to you. You find the tension that exists in your body, and you allow the breath to enter it and soften it. As you breathe in ease and breathe out tension. You may wish now to explore how it feels to try to take a very deep breath and fill your entire chest, And if this sounds like it would feel good, you are free to do so. You might explore now how you are able to feel different sensations in your nose or mouth or throat or chest, depending on if you take a very deep breath or a very shallow breath or a quicker breath or a slower breath. You might decide you want to explore how it feels to breathe into your chest and then hold your breath for a few moments before your exhale. Or you may simply wish to continue allowing the breath to breathe itself in its own pace. No matter what form of exploration you are taking, we are breathing in ease, and we breathe out tension. Notice the connection in the full journey your breath takes, from the first sensations upon your nose or mouth all the way into the chest. And we once again move to just observing the breath, breathing however it does without any effort on our part. Move your attention down to your diaphragm now, down to the area where the ribs give way to the abdomen. Notice if you can feel any sensations here, and notice as well if you cannot feel any at all. Neither is right or wrong. On your next breath, breathe into your diaphragm as much as you can and is comfortable to do so. Spend your next few breaths exploring, discovering how it feels to breathe into this area, and notice if your perceptions change over time. Breathe in ease to the diaphragm and breathe out tension from the diaphragm. It feels very good and pleasurable to breathe this way. Notice the connection that exists all the way from the tip of your nose or mouth all the way down the throat into the chest, through the heart center and into the diaphragm. Notice this unbroken path that your breath takes, and along this entire path, breathe in ease and breathe out tension. Bring your awareness now into the top half of the belly, extending to the sides of the belly and into the back. Notice how it feels to bring your breath into this part of the body. And if this visualization or sensation is difficult for you to understand, then simply notice how your breath can affect this area. On your next inhale, I'd like you to take a slow, deep breath, filling the top half of your belly. Breathe in ease and breathe out tension. You may wish to explore once again how it can feel in this area to breathe in certain ways. You notice once again the connection joining the tip of your nose or mouth all the way to the top of your belly. this journey is an unbroken path for your breath, and you are able to feel that connection. Bring your attention now to the bottom half of your belly, including your pelvic floor. Notice how it feels to breathe into this area. Notice how good it feels to include this area in your breath. Notice the tension that you are holding in this area, whether it is physical or emotional or spiritual. And into these areas of tension, beginning at your nose or your mouth, breathe in all the way down. Ease. And allow yourself to breathe out tension. Whatever you feel, it is okay. It is okay to feel that. Even if you feel nothing at all, that is okay. And if you feel a great deal, it is okay to feel that. Continue to breathe in ease and breathe out tension. Put your attention now on the entirety of your breath as a whole. From the tip of your nose or mouth all the way through the base of your pelvis. Feel this breath as a whole. Notice when you breathe in, this entire energy expands. And when you breathe out, this entire energy contracts. Allow now the expansion when you breathe in to be greater than the contraction when you breathe out, so that gradually, with every breath in, this energy is expanding, and you breathe in to more and more of your body. On the next inhale, imagine the breath expanding into your shoulders and arms. And it is expanding down your legs, and it is expanding up towards the top of your head. Every breath in, you are enveloping more and more of yourself with the vital life force that is the breath, and with it we bring ease to all that it touches. And breathe out tension. You feel this energy in your arms expanding down past your elbows now, and past your knees. You feel the breath extending through the top of your head. You feel the breath expanding in front of you and behind you, into every cell of your being. You are breathing in ease and breathing out tension. This expanding breath now fully encapsulates your hands and your feet and spreads ever outward from you in all directions. You feel where the breath first enters your nose or your mouth, but you feel less and less of a boundary now. The breath is inside of you. The breath is outside of you. You are breathing the breath, and the breath is breathing you. And through the entirety of the breath, you feel utterly at ease. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please stay here in the breath as long as you wish, and know that it is always available to you. Be well.